What's your best fire me? I freaking dare you moment from work. I worked night security at this fancy downtown office building, one of those glass towers where lawyers and executives made more in a day than I made in months. My supervisor Janet was this bitter woman in her 50s who treated me like I was barely human. She'd make me clean toilets when the janitor called in sick, forced me to do her incident reports because she was too busy, and constantly found reasons to write me up. Forgot to check one door, written up. 5 minutes late from break, written up. She kept a whole folder of my infractions and loved reminding me how easily replaceable I was. You're lucky to have this job, she'd say. There's 100 guys who'd kill for your position. What Janet didn't know was that I was finishing my law degree online during those quiet 2 a.m. shifts. 3 years of studying contracts and employment law while she thought I was just some dumb security guard who'd never amount to anything. I'd sit at that desk reading case law and writing papers while she assumed I was playing games on my phone. The building's Wi-Fi was excellent, and those 12-hour shifts gave me plenty of time to attend virtual classes and study. My professors had no idea I was calling in from a security desk at 3 a.m. dressed in a uniform that made me look like a mall cop. Last Tuesday, everything came to a head. I forgot to initial one entry in the logbook. Literally just my initials on one line out of hundreds. Janet stormed up to my desk at 6 a.m., face red with rage, coffee breath hitting me like a slap. You're absolutely worthless. I should fire you right now and save everyone the headache. Janet, it was just one initial. I can fix it right now. Don't you dare talk back to me. You know what? I want a formal written apology on my desk tomorrow morning. 3 pages minimum, and it better be good because I'm looking for any excuse to get rid of your lazy ass. She wanted to humiliate me, make me grovel and beg for my minimum wage job. The sadistic smile on her face told me she was already imagining me on my knees, desperate to keep this thankless position. So I decided to write her a letter. I spent the rest of my shift crafting it carefully, using everything I'd learned about legal writing over the past 3 years. I printed it on official letterhead I'd been saving for months, the kind with embossed logos and watermarks that screamed legitimacy. The next morning, I walked into her office wearing my best poker face and handed her the sealed envelope. Her desk was cluttered with empty energy drink cans and half-eaten donuts, the workspace of someone who'd given up on life long ago. Janet opened it with this satisfied smirk, probably expecting paragraphs of groveling and promises to do better. She was practically salivating at the thought of my humiliation. Instead, her face went completely white as she read the first paragraph. It wasn't an apology letter. It was a formal cease and desist notice on law firm letterhead. What the hell is this supposed to be? Some kind of joke? That's me formally notifying you that your pattern of harassment, retaliation, and hostile work environment violations are documented and constitute grounds for legal action under state employment law, specifically sections 760.10 and 760.11 of the Florida Civil Rights Act. Janet started laughing, but it sounded forced, hysterical. This is fake. You think you can scare me with some bogus legal mumbo-jumbo? I know you didn't write this. I pulled out my bar exam results and placed them on her desk next to her sticky donut wrapper. Passed last week with a score of 287. Sworn in next month. Her laugh died instantly. The paper trembled in her hands. Oh, and Janet, remember how you always made me empty your trash? Funny thing about lawyers, we notice patterns, like how petty cash receipts don't match withdrawals. $3,000 over 6 months to be exact. The color drained from her face completely. You can't prove anything. That's actually, I already spoke with building management yesterday. They're very interested in reviewing your expense reports. Turns out they've been wondering about some discrepancies too. Janet started stammering, trying to backtrack, offering to work things out, promising she'd treat me better, even mentioning a possible raise. But I was already walking toward the door. My resignation is effective immediately. Oh, and Janet, you might want to start looking for a good lawyer. You're going to need one. She got fired that afternoon for embezzlement. I got promoted to head of security with a $15,000